Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. Although my timing is not great, I apologize for being here online. I actually just left Canberra on Saturday after being here 2 weeks working with the government, so my timing couldn't be worse. It's also kind of a personal thrill to be here under auspices of August because I grew up in the U.S. nuclear Navy with my late father serving as the executive officer for Hyman Rickover. So I look forward to working in person as well as virtually with the MPS team. I've been coming to Australia and collaborating with security staff focused on the critical pathway now for about 10 years. And it's emerged as one of the most frequently used frameworks for understanding insider risk by insider threat teams as well as security teams to help us identify and assess persons at risk. And at this point, we've trained about 3,000 insider threat professionals in its use. And I think, frankly, the majority of those are in Australia. It's also widely used for security awareness training programs. I think the critical pathway has been so successfully accepted because of its consistency with the empirical research on how insider risk emerges over time within organizations. But it also has an appeal because it tells a story that makes sense, that identifies emerging risk over time. It describes the personal predispositions that individual employees bring to our organizations that can make them vulnerable to insider risk, which of course are the things we can screen and select for. It also describes the broad array of stressors that kind of squeeze these underlying vulnerabilities and create greater rates of insider risk. And then it also, under the label of concerning behaviors, describes the first evidence we usually confront that something is off and the risk has increased. Unfortunately, we also have spent a fair amount of time looking how management and coworkers can, in their action or inaction, escalate risk versus mitigate it. And then we've also spent a lot of time looking at what happens when an employee breaks bad, when they're starting to plan, recruit, or commit insider risks. And then the final component of the pathway, it needs to explain those people with multiple risk factors who never go all the way down the pathway. We call these mitigators. And those are the things that save us from treading to the dark side.